This is another little area of the monastery which we call St. Pega's Wood. Now St. Pega was the sister of St. Guthlac, and he is known as the English St. Antony. It's a lovely little area, this one. I'm tempted to say it's one of my favourite bits, but every bit of it is my favourite really. You see largely planted with ash. As you can see, here's ash. You see it's a bit difficult for it to grow here. You see the damage it's sustained. It only just about hangs on up this way up here. There's a very marshy little area this. The marsh is just over here. You see all these beautiful reeds. Now roe deer like to come in and out of here, and in fact I can smell them. I can't see any, but I can smell them. I also smell a fox. They're very stinky. The grass has got nice and long and lush in here because we keep the horses out of this area, so allow a bit of regeneration. And regeneration has been kept going on very nicely. You can see just over the hedge there, well, fence, that plenty of bluebells in this next door's wood as well. Here's another strikingly beautiful Quercus Petrea. They really are lovely. And an enormous holly. This is it here. It's been cut down and regrown several times. And that holly tree there is at least 300 years old. Same age as the tree next to it. Between 300 and 600 years old probably. It's a huge, great thing. It's got several main trunks now. And those main trunks are really, what they are is just, they're bits have grown up around the edge of the trunk when it's been renewing itself. Then come down into an area where the horses are able to come. You see they've made big tracks through here as well, but there's something slightly mysterious and wonderful about this little area. Look at that, the way this beautiful goat willow has twisted and contorted itself and covered all over with moss. When you talk about moss and look at the ground, if you're an ecologist you call it a sward. You know, the ground, you see lots of different species growing away here next to each other. It's rather wonderful to see. Now I'm going to go underneath this fence, so there's going to be a bit of a kerfuffle for a moment when I get there. Hopefully I don't get stuck. Here we go. Ooh. This is where I don't feel as young as I used to. There we are, made it, which is good. And it's worthwhile just looking at this branch here. See all those different mosses and lichens. This is very typical of temperate rainforest. You can see it even more strongly if we look down at this goat willow. Look at the way that normally we'd think about trees and tree stumps and so on as being having saprophytes on them, funguses and things, but you can see that they produce an important habitat of their own. You just follow this little branch along here, and you see different sorts of lichens on it, and then different types. You see that orangey red one there, isn't that beautiful, lovely colour, beautiful thing. And then a bit further up there's moss on the thing as well. And then if I draw your attention to this lovely one here, look at that. It's all crisp and beautiful. There are some that look like little trees that grow off them as well. Can't see any right now, but I think I can. So we'll go and have a quick look at those. Well, here we are. Here's some here. There we go. The little trees hanging off the bottom of that bough. The bough itself is dead. but there's still life growing upon it. You can probably hear the gurgling water on the other end of the, what we call the Tigris, which bounds our property. So you have on one end the Jordan, and in the middle you've got Euphrates, and we've got the Tigris over here, and that, I know it's absurd, but why not have a bit of fun while we're at it. Going through this little area here, and then we'll pop out in a moment into some sunshine and onto the marsh. And a completely different ecosystem just out here. Remarkable, in such a short little area, it has something so very different. Nice gorse bush here, plenty of bracken and other things. I always expect to find things like various snakes, grass snakes and not rattlesnakes, we don't have them in this country, vipers in this country, we don't have any. But what we do have, there we go, look at this. You see that nice little oak gall? So that would have been made by a wasp, a little oak gall wasp. And come round into the marsh itself. I must make sure I don't sink without trace into it. Begin to see there's lots of cuckoo spit and beautiful little yellow flowers sitting around. And here we are. I promised you that there was some Cardamom pratensis, or lady's smock, or lady's mantle here, and situates. And this is mint, wild mint growing away nicely. And you see more of the Cardamom pratensis. It's got various names. I know it's called Our Lady something or other. It's named after the Mother of God. So there we go. Probably we can end there. Just, I can see one other thing to show you. This, alas, you know, we've got 2 horses, 2 ponies. This one was the third. This is the skull of poor Charlie, who was a nice boy, but he came to the end of his days about 3 years ago. And now his bones are scattered over a wide area here. Amazing, really. They're all in one place, of course, and as time has gone on, so they're sinking into the marsh and disappearing. But even Charlie is becoming a habitat. You see there's a spider running on him. And down here you can see some moss beginning to grow over the top of Charlie. Oh, nice big fat spider. Beautiful girl. Okay, so I think we'll finish there with this little video. Right in the distance you can see the house of the monastery up here. Behind me I can hear pheasants and many other birds, but I'm no expert when it comes to birds. Your prayers, God bless you. Oh, there goes a beautiful buzzard. Right, bye-bye.